Yeah. Yeah.
What's
There
up,
he is.
man? What's going on, man?
Another week. We are back, y'all. We are back.
Absolutely. Took the Halloween break off and we're back on the podcast. Absolutely, man.
Folk was like, y'all celebrate Halloween? No, it's not like we celebrate Halloween, but we were just trying to be respectful of people's time and energy.
Absolutely. You got to take the kids out.
You're going to take your kids out to trunk or treat, whatever you're going to do. So we were just trying to be respectful. Absolutely. Yeah, another week, man. We are back on another episode of Real Talk and Real Estate.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir,
I am
man.
one of your hosts, Chris Allen, and I got my main man right there to the right, Mr. the Bearded One. That's what they call him, the Bearded One. There's Maurice.
Absolutely, man. Happy to be here, man. Happy to be here.
I thought about this week. I was going to let mine grow, man, and I'm trying to get it in order. It ain't connecting like I wanted to. So by next week, I think I may just go ahead and cut it back down. I don't know yet. I'm trying to figure it out. You can't do that. You can't.
You ain't about this life, man. You ain't about this life, man.
That's not the key. Don't keep messing with it.
No, that's not the key. The key is to let it grow, man. The key is not to keep cutting it.
No matter how itchy and filly it gets.
No,
just let it go.
Let it go. Just what I did was I just grab a brush when it itch, and then maybe put a little oil on it, and it was good.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah, it was good.
Right. No, yeah, it'd be itching my face. I'd be walking around scratching, looking like Pookie from New Jack City. New Jack City. I ain't trying to do that.
New Jack City, man. Yeah,
man. We got a great show tonight, man. I am so excited. But I know before you get into that, we want to pay some bills first, right?
Yeah, let's go ahead and pay some bills really quick.
Let's do it.
Hi, I'm Linda Garcia with Mortgages by Linda. We have over 21 years of experience in the mortgage industry, and we work with 15 different wholesale lenders to get you the lowest interest rates. We provide excellent customer service and look forward to helping you with your mortgage.
There she is, Mortgages by Linda. One of our first sponsors, actually, man. So we're going to give it up to Mortgages by Linda. Right, Maurice all on the phone, y'all. This is live, y'all. So ain't no breaks.
Hey, man.
Hopefully that was a money deal. That was a money deal right there. We don't miss no money around here, though.
Don't miss no money. Oh, man. There we go. My fault. I messed up. Hold on.
What we doing?
I did not get the link on there. I said I sent it, but I didn't send it. My fault. So yeah, she's hopping on here shortly. Hey, so getting back to our preferred partner, that was Mortgages by Linda. So reach her at 1-877 Team MBL. That's once again it's TEAMMBL. You can reach her at mortgagesbylinda.com. So yeah, she's our preferred partner.
She's doing some amazing things.
Continuing our relationship with her in the future. Absolutely, man.
She's doing some amazing things. So if you got those deals that you need help with and structuring and figuring out how to get it to the closing table, definitely reach out to Mortgages by Linda. She's absolutely amazing. She's been in this game for a long period of time, crushing it. She's actually listed as one of the top, I believe it's not one of the top by her peers as one of the top mortgage people in Florida, I believe. And so reach out to her and let's do some stuff together. What you got?
Absolutely, man. So one thing really quick before we get into the podcast, tomorrow we got the happy hour going on from 2:30 to 5 out in Silverleaf in a community called Oak Grove. So we're going to be at one of David Weekley's model homes. They've basically opened up the keys to their model home to allow us to come in and do our AI tools for growing your business. Yep. So we're going to have that tomorrow from 2:30 to 5. Free drinks, free food, growing your business with AI. And we got a special bonus for everybody, man. So if you can make it out, you get that surprise we got for everybody tomorrow.
Go ahead and plug I know my book somewhere out there. You got to plug my book.
Yeah,
Do not miss.
My fault.
Y'all see it.
Absolutely. Time to shift. You can catch it at Amazon and anywhere you get your books at. So my man Chris wrote a book, finished it up. Time to shift, man.
Time to shift. That's good.
Absolutely, man.
I'm so doggone excited about tonight's show, man. We've been We've been trying to rock with this young lady for a long period of time. She is doing some amazing things in the Jacksonville market. She's crushing the game. She's actually listed, I think, in the top 5 or 5%.
Yeah, I think it's top 5%. Absolutely,
top 5%.
Man. Yeah.
We're not talking about just in Duval County or Clay.
Yeah,
She's
man.
doing some amazing things. And so go ahead and introduce her, Maurice. I know you.
Absolutely, man. So this young lady's been in the business since 2020. Reason I got a chance to meet her first time was me and her were a part of the rising stars of Jacksonville producers, and I got a chance to meet her. She's highly regarded with her clients and colleagues, exceptional work ethic, unwavering integrity, and down-to-earth personality. So she's got strong negotiation and analytical skills that have consistently led to successful deals for both buyers and seller, positioning her into top 2%. My bad. We got it. Let's correct that. The top 2% of agents in Jacksonville. So her success is noted in competitive spirit, can-do attitude, and genuine passion for assisting people, man. It's all about the people, man.
Yeah.
So outside of that, she's a dedicated mother to her 3 kids. Her oldest, Caleb, Caden, and Elise, which is 7. The youngest is 7. So who keep her busy and heavily involved with all the sports, being football, basketball, track, and gymnastics. In her free time, she loves to read. Additionally, has a passion for exploring the world. I've seen her on Instagram, man. She's traveling all over the world. I was like, man, where the hell you at right now?
Wow.
And experiencing different cultures through travel, whether it's discovering new destinations or immersing herself in the beauty of unfamiliar places. Edwina finds great fulfillment in her achievements around the globe, man. So that's who we have on the show, Miss Edwina Burch.
Look out now. Look out. We're gonna get that soon. As soon as we upgrade, Maurice, we definitely gonna get them clappers, baby. We're gonna get them clappers.
Absolutely, man.
Listen, AI has not provided clappers yet.
Listen, we trying to get it all, right? So
yes.
Welcome to the show. Welcome.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited.
Yeah, we are definitely honored and privileged to be able to connect with you and you taking some time out your busy schedule from doing some stuff with your boys, your children, and making money and doing your Instagram videos. And so we are elated that you have taken the time to just kind of pop in on us a little bit. So kudos to you.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Thank you guys
Greatly
for having
appreciate
me.
you.
Yeah.
Greatly appreciate it.
Thank you.
So let's start off from the beginning, like we normally like to do on the show. So Are you originally from Jacksonville? Moved to Jacksonville? Give us a backstory on that.
Yes, I've been in Jacksonville maybe like 10 years.
Okay.
So that means, like, in Jacksonville terms, that means I'm from here, right? Because I'm like acclimated to the weather. I'm considered a Floridian. I'm from Jacksonville. No. So I'm born and raised in Indiana. And I moved here about 10 years ago.
Okay. What part of Indiana?
Fort Wayne.
Don't tell you in my neck of the woods. I'm from South Bend. What you said? Yeah.
What you know about Fort Wayne?
Yeah, I used to be to Fort Wayne every other week. Y'all got some nice little clubs. Never mind. That's a whole.
There's colorblind.
That's a whole other Syracuse and all that type of. That's a whole other story.
So as y'all can see, I have no idea what the hell they talking about right now. I've never been to Indiana a day in my life, so
you need to go. Lots of cornfields,
Yeah, cornfields. Yeah.
Oh, that's where Michael Jackson's from, right? Indiana.
Gary.
Gary. Yeah.
Okay.
That's it. So kind of catch us up a little bit.
Yeah.
Kind of give us that little backstory. Grew up in Indiana. Then what? How did we get here? Talk to us.
Yep. So grew up in Indiana, moved to Florida 10 years ago, got into real estate. I sold my first house in January of 2020. That was the first house I sold. But I originally got licensed in May of 2019. And you know how new realtors, I was there like a deer with headlights. Like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? And I still had a full time. I just sat around for a few months with this license. Something with it. So I have 3 kids, which you read in the bio.
Yeah.
Caleb, Caden, and Elise. If y'all follow me on social media, you guys see 2 of the 3.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys see me active in their sporting events. So yeah.
Yeah. So were you doing real estate in Indiana, or No.
So I moved here. So in Indiana, I came here right after college. Well,
okay.
3 years after college. I got into real estate because I was working. I've always worked in a school. I was at River City Science in the school system. And I was looking, I heard a teacher talking about real estate, and I was like, I watch, if we watch HGTV, we all think we're realtors. So at
Right.
the time, I thought that I was a realtor. I was like, I watch HGTV. I watch House Hunters. I'm gonna be a realtor. So
We got a bad connection, Maurice?
No, I'm good.
No,
She's
okay.
got a bad
uh-oh.
There
Is my
we go.
signal bad?
Signal's getting a little baddie.
Getting a little
Is
bad.
it mine?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the only one that's fading.
Don't be
Hold
out
on.
here like
Let
Ashley.
me hold on. Let me get on my iPhone. Don't even worry about it. Don't worry about it.
Listen, you be like Ashley around here walking around the house.
Hold on.
In the cul-de-sac. Okay, can't do that.
I'm
dark
gonna
outside
log on
now.
from a different link. Let me in,
Okay.
Maurice. Y'all gonna make me hold the phone. All right. Okay.
We good now. So if you want to keep it,
Yeah, you want to keep it going?
good. Yeah, just keep it rolling. Yeah.
Okay, I'll keep it rolling, but I'm entered in on my phone as well.
Okay. Cool.
Okay.
Yeah. Y'all made me
Cool.
lose my train of thought because y'all
It's all
Wi-Fi
good.
was
So you talk about the college. You talk about college.
Yep. Came from college, then you came to
Came from college.
Jax.
Yep,
What
came to
college
college,
did you go
came Ball State. I graduated from Ball State.
to? Nice. Okay. That's it. That's by Indiana. Okay. Yeah.
Are you good? I'm good,
I'm
Chris.
good.
My signal's good.
I'm good.
Hold
Yeah,
on, I'm just logging on from my phone because
Okay.
there we go.
There you go.
There we go. We're gonna move you from here.
I'm gonna remove that other one right there. You go, Maurice. Good stuff.
There we go.
There she is.
There
Ooh,
she
got
is.
a lighting and everything.
Oh, y'all see my light?
Woo! What you said? I see that green plant back there. I didn't even see the green plant back there.
Listen, look at God.
Look at him. Won't he do it?
Hold on, I'm trying to make this because I can't. Y'all little. Why y'all so little?
We see you fine. So if
Yeah,
Okay.
you want to maybe turn
Yeah,
it
you're fine.
sideways or whatever you want to do.
turn to the side. There
There
you
you
go.
go.
Woo!
Am I sideways? Can you see me? Okay.
We see you perfect. You are apt. Hold on now. What you doing?
Stay still now. You keep moving around. Hey, as you can see, we do this thing live. So
This is live, y'all, and we do it live because
Listen,
we
my
want to show you
real-
that in real life
listen.
things don't happen. Go ahead.
This is behind the scenes. Can y'all cut this part out?
Nope.
no, we won't cut nothing. This is
We don't give you no script. But this is
We
what we
ain't
do in
got
real
time for that.
This is what we do in real life because in real estate, things ain't on a. It's not always just smooth. Sometimes we have to transition. Sometimes you have to shift to make things happen. So that's what we're doing right now. We're making things happen.
absolutely.
All right.
All right.
So Ball State, come to Jacksonville. You was at Rivers. You think it said River City.
I was at a charter school doing enrollment.
Yep.
I had a teacher I had a teacher that was in real estate, talked about it, and she kind of got me on the path of being interested in becoming a realtor, and that's how I got started.
So you wasn't a teacher. You was working as an enrollment.
I don't like kids.
You don't like kids.
No.
Oh, okay. Nice to know. We can probably Maurice, just for future, we could probably take that little piece out when her kids see this. We could probably take that little.
Listen, my daughter's looking at me right now, like
we could take that little piece out.
You don't like
So
us.
So the young lady that was the teacher that was involved, she was a real estate agent as well.
Yep.
So
Yep.
was that your first mentor?
No, she just gave me the link to take the course. My first mentor was Melissa Ricks.
Okay.
Oh wow, there it is.
Yep.
That's the connection.
Yep. So what happened was both of our sons played on the same football team. I was in real estate school, and at the time, she was the only person that really reached out. She was like, "Hey, if you need any help, call me." So I think I don't know. After I got into real estate, I would call her for questions and ask her, and we would talk through scenarios because her and I are both, we think outside the box. Can't put us in.
Yeah.
So we had that alike. And so she guided me through the beginning stages of what do I do? What's a transaction coordinator? What's escrow? What is this? What is that? She guided me through those things that, and I got licensed, mind you, around the time that COVID got started. So there was no in-office training. Everything was on Zoom and, it was hard. So, yeah.
So wait a minute. So, Mari, I know you had a question. So
yeah, go ahead, because you asking all the questions here.
What year is this that you actually?
So I got licensed in May of 2019. And then I held on to that license and did nothing with it. Like, it was just literally like, did nothing with it, not show a house, not do anything until probably November. And then November is when I started saying, okay, got this license. Let me do something with it. And then I sold my first house in January of 2020. So November of 2019, I tried to actively start, use
Maurice, I know you. So I'm trying to get the numbers right. So you telling us that from 2020 to 2023, you was able to manage, finagle, put yourself in position to become in the top 5% of real estate agents in Florida.
Google me.
How do we? She said, y'all heard it. Google her. What's the sauce? What's the sauce? What's the sauce?
I think it's relationship building. Honestly, it's all about relationship building. When you build those relationships with people, oh my goodness, and they rock with you. For instance, if you see a good movie, right? You go tell your homeboy, you tell your kids, you say, "I'm that good movie."
Right.
So they are going to tell their friends, their neighbors, their coworkers. And I mean, there's no secret sauce. I just love all my people.
Right.
I love their asses. Oh, wait.
We keep it all. We're not editing none of this out. We're not editing none of this out. So this how we do. We're not editing none of this out.
I'm sorry. Maurice,
Chris uploads the video and he don't edit.
Listen. This video gonna be uploaded. Okay. So let's go. You want to go back a little bit, Maurice? I know we got some.
I want to kind of stay here for a second. So now, top 5%.
Yeah.
Now, we talked about how you first started. So I want to ask this question because we ask everybody this question all the time. From May till November, you did pretty much nothing with your license. You really weren't even practicing real estate. So did you have a plan and go from being full-time and part-time agent and then eventually going full-time into it? Or what was your strategy of actually going full-time into real estate?
Good question. So I was a dual agent, what they call it, for the first year and a half, almost 2 years. I tried to quit. My principal didn't let me. And with how I was able to do my job was I was not required to be in a classroom. So I was an admin. So I was able to come and go, show houses, take a lunch break, show houses. And I finally was able to quit when it got so bad to where real estate was taking over. And I'm going to say this, when I made my salary in 1 month, I was like, oh no, I'm not working here no more. I'm out. So I helped train my replacement for about 3 months. And then I just kind of easily transitioned out. But it wasn't in the plan it was always in the plan just to do real estate, sell a couple of houses a year. But I fell in love with it. I fell in love with helping people. Like when I tell you, when you focus so much on not the transaction, but the people, they can feel that. They feel that shit. To say that.
Gotcha.
They feel that. And when they feel that, they trust you. And when they trust you, it's grows. Yeah.
Got you. Now let's stay right here for a second. So now you've made this transition and you've mentored a few people. What do you see as the biggest challenge or biggest hang up for them not to be able to transition into and go into a full-time realtor like you did? Where's the disconnect for those realtors who are in your position?
I think the disconnect, in my opinion, would be either two things.
Yes. One,
they're just scared to transition over because we're paying insurance. You got to take the life support. You got to plug. And I think that if you're a full-time agent and you're looking to, if you're a dual agent and you're looking into getting into full-time and you're really serious about this, you got to go to the island and burn your boat. Ain't no way back.
So now explain to people what that actually means, because we hear that all the time. Burn the boat. What does that actually mean?
When you give it your all, there is no second. Like, you eat, breathe, and live real estate. You wake up looking at the market, not looking at a buyer, so that when a buyer comes, you're prepared to talk to the buyer about the market that you've been studying. You're doing all things real estate. You work a full-time job, it's normally 8 hours a day. You get a lunch break. If you quit your full-time job, at least 8 hours a day should be real estate in some form or fashion. You're doing it consistently. Like, practice make permanent. Then the buyers come, then the sellers come. You're perfecting your craft, but doing it 2 and 3 hours a day and nothing's happening. No, you got to really treat real estate like your full-time job if you have quit your full-time job.
Right. Gotcha. Right. You talked about you know, from that short amount of time from 2019 to 2020, you wasn't really doing anything in the game. 2021, that's when you really start to really get it. How long did it take you before you actually realized, oh man, I can really do this?
It was probably my third or fourth transaction in. It was the feeling, the feeling. And I was like, it was like a dopamine almost. Like, this is me handling the most important transaction of their career. Like, I can do this. I can really, for me, it clicked instantly. It didn't take a long time for it to click and for me to realize that.
So let's talk about that first year. Then after you actually start doing the business from 2021, how was that first year for you? The ups, the downs, the pitfalls. Tell us about that.
I almost went to jail, y'all.
Ooh.
I almost went to jail.
Wow. Talk about it.
I was so ambitious. I was just, I am so happy I have a praying mother. I did so much wrong because you don't know. You are ambitious, you are anxious, and you're rookie. We don't know what we don't know. And true real estate, in my opinion, is not taught in the classroom. It's taught in the field.
Absolutely.
So you learn your lessons in the field. So I'll tell you guys the story. There was someone that worked at the school with me. And I guess I posted on Facebook that I had just got a listing under contract at my open house. I was like, I did an open house and got my house under contract. This lady inboxed me and was like, well, can you sell my house? You know, I wish my house would sell. So I wrote her back and I'm like, heck yeah, I'll sell your house. And so mind you, she's a teacher where I worked. And so it was set. We set an appointment and she said, well, I have a realtor, but I fired her. And so I'm like, okay, cool. So she did fire the realtor. The realtor did take the listing out the MLS and it was set to expire at midnight, but I crossed that path before midnight. How did I cross it? What y'all think I did? I posted it on social media. Oh, me and my buyer or my seller social distancing. And they were like, wait a minute.
That's my house. That's my listing.
I got a call like, you just crossed the pathway. I'm like, what? I did what? And I put us on social media, her signing a contract.
Oh, you did the most.
Oh, wow.
It was my fourth transaction. I didn't know. But wow. I learned quick. So I should have waited. Had I waited the next day or had I not posted on media, it would have been fine. So it was a learning mistake for me. Yeah.
These are things that we learn in the field because they're not going to teach that in the classroom. These are the things you're going to learn in the field.
Right. You can't learn. There was no that was taught to me in the classroom. And it's just certain things you just don't think about. You're like, okay, well, it says it expires at midnight or whatever. And I crossed it before midnight. But yeah, I call it realtor jail.
Realtor jail.
My broker had a conversation with me.
Gotcha.
Was there ever a point in that first year that you thought, man, this ain't for me. I'm done. You might have went past those 4 transactions. Was there a time that you thought, you know what? I ain't doing this mess no more.
I think that happened in my second year where I didn't have a sale. I went a couple months, like 2 months without a sale. And you're like, wait a minute. I was doing sales every other week. I was doing sales every month. Where everybody at? What's going on? That's when I had to learn how to pivot and revamp my business. So every year it's a learning curve for me because what worked last year in my business that got me where I was last year, it's not working this year. So every year it's a pivot. The pivot. Every customer and experience is a pivot. So I had to learn when those months, and the reason why was because business was naturally coming and flowing to me, but I wasn't working my business. I wasn't working on my business. And so by not doing those things, it wasn't flowing. So I had to learn how to pivot to get, back in the swing.
Got you. So now I want to talk about this really quick. So going back to mindset, I know we talked about you came up with because I'm big on mindset because I think that's kind of the key to anybody's success. So now when you made that shift, what helped you make the shift other than making the entire amount of your salary in a month? What else helped you make that shift to say, you know, I'm doing this thing and it's going to make it work? You know what I'm saying? Because certain people do not have that type of mindset to where they can just say, okay, like you said, burn the boat. I'm going to do real estate and that's it. They really still hold on to that string of being coddled because they have a full-time job, because they provide benefits, provide some all the other things. How are you able to cut that cord and say, no, I'm going to do this?
Faith.
What'd you say?
Speak on it.
What'd you say?
Faith. All right, God.
So what you're saying is, so what I hear you saying is, and correct me if I'm wrong, what I hear you saying is, you basically stepped out like we all need to do, step out on faith to say, okay, this is what's going to happen. I
said, God got me. He said, I got you. I said, all right.
You know, we talked about that word faith. When we talked about that, it says faith is a substance of things hoped for, with the evidence of things not seen. So those times when she was going through it and she didn't see nothing happening, the ability to stay in that game and have that hope, man, that faith kicked in, brother.
It's nothing like faith. I'm telling you.
That's good stuff.
Yeah.
Gotcha. So I want to talk about this really quick. So you had a big incident in 2021. Your house burnt down. Am I correct? Correct me if I'm wrong, because
the whole house.
Not the whole house. The whole house.
So let's talk about that. Your whole house burnt down. You lost everything, but then you had a revelation and some amazing things started happening. Can you talk about that for a little bit?
I went back and got it. So anyway, so I had a house fire. It was August. I'll never forget. It was August 20th of 2021. It was probably 12:48 in the morning. I was set to go. My son had a football game that Friday, his first freshman football game. And then I was flying out to Mexico after the game for my birthday, which was August 21st. And my son was upstairs and he came downstairs talking to his girlfriend, washing some clothes. Yes, my son washes his own clothes. I would not smell that football stuff. He will wash it. And he seen above our door was glass, and he saw the glass, and it was a fire behind it. So he came back and he woke me up. He goes, Ma. He goes, the neighbor's house is on fire. So I run outside to go to my neighbor's house because it's on fire, and it was our house. And I have never seen glass bubble up like the glass bubble, like it, glass is, but it was bubbling up. And I was like, oh my gosh, we got to get out. And as soon as I said that, it's like, woof. And the fire went above, it was above our head. And we got out. We all got out, but we lost everything. Wow. So it was definitely, it was caused by, so there was some neighborhood fires going on. That's a major question. They had a couple of suspects, but then a couple of weeks after ours burnt up, another guy's house burnt up. So it was neighborhood. Yeah. And let me tell you, they can tell what kind of gasoline, how old it's set, what was it, unleaded, premium. Like this technology is pretty cool these days. But anyway, so we literally lost everything.
Wow.
Yeah.
I want to say a couple of things. Tasha Pitt says we love Edwina Burch and wouldn't use any other realtor. Talera Polk Thomas says she's referring people. She didn't refer a couple people. Jamont Green, Ruben Spike, Nikki Edwards says Edwina Burch, my favorite mentor. Look at you, boy. You need to be somewhere where you can build a team. I'm just saying.
Y'all want me to build? It's just me right now.
Did you hear me? Maurice, did you hear me? You need to be somewhere you can build something. But
I heard you.
Bree said Burch, hey, hello guys. So you got some fans out there, Edwina. You got some fans. Yeah.
Listen, fans. I'm in Jacksonville. I don't know the exact location yet, but for everyone that's following, stay tuned. I got something for y'all.
Okay, good stuff.
Okay. Good stuff. So now getting back to that fire. So how were you able to turn it around and you just lost everything?
Man, listen.
You could have easily said, forget this. I'm just gonna let it go.
Yeah.
This ain't working.
So for that fire, here's the crazy part about that fire. When you're in a house, your insurance will cover it, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So what happened with that house is we were renting that under contract to buy.
Oh, wow.
So we had renter's insurance and a purchase and sell agreement. And at first they were like, well, you can still get it Her insurance is going to pay. You can still buy it. Now you'll be able to do the upgrades and things like that. But then the insurance wrote it off and said, no, it's too damaged. We have to just demolish the entire house. So if I owned that house, it would have been different because homeowners insurance, as I know now, is totally different than renters. Renters insurance, I called them. I was like, okay, my house caught on fire. They're like, okay, your policy is $10,000. I was like, what do I do with that? Like $1,000? Right. So it was literally like we got nothing from the house. But I remember watching the next day. So after the fire, we went to Target, had to buy underwear, had to buy just basic stuff because we had on pajamas when we left, like literally everything. So we had to buy pajamas, toothbrush, essentials that you think about. And I remember like just feeling it was bad. It was like, God, like why? Like why would that happen to me? Like me, like your faithful servant. Why? And I later found out why. Because he had some better and bigger. And I wouldn't move. Had that fire not happened, my life now wouldn't have happened because I was stagnant. And he needed me to elevate and get out of it. So yeah. And I went harder. And like I think even on my reels, on my if you scroll on my Facebook page, you'll see it where afterwards I was showing the videos and talking about the fire. And I was like, it's my birthday. Me and my son have the same birthday. I couldn't dwell in that moment though. I took it to the chin and I was like, all right, I gotta go work. I gotta really work, you know?
Where did this grit come from? Like where did this thing that you have inside of you, where did it come from?
My mom. I watched her raise 5 of us. 5. And she did it so smart. Like, and I knew, like, I came from, my mom struggled, you know? I watched her struggle. I watched her work. When her and my dad got a divorce, I watched her work 2 jobs. And she just never missed a beat. And I was like, man, if I can only be half of her, then my kids will see me in the light that I see her. And it's just in me. I can't live in those moments that don't serve me, you know?
Gotcha.
Have you always had that? I know you got a question, Maurice. Have you always had that, or did it happen later on? And what happened?
I think it happened after I had kids that I don't like. Yeah.
Maurice, we're gonna edit that little piece out just for future reference.
Edit the end.
Just that little piece. Just that little
piece.
We're
gonna keep it in now so the kids will see it next year.
Want the kids to see it? Yeah, I'm trying to get you some hope, Edwina. That's all I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get.
That was AI. That was not me.
Yeah. So you say later. Talk about that. So you say later on, it happened after you had the kids.
Yeah. So I think as you become a parent, as a mother, my outlook on life changed. You have people dependent on you, like little people, you know, littles. And I can't, you know, ever want my kids to be in a position to where they have to, how am I trying to say this? Heal from their childhood, you know?
Gotcha.
A lot of us had to, have to look and, you know, so I always wanted to be an example for them. I always wanted to be a role model for them.
Right. That's good.
Gotcha. Good. So I want to talk to you about this really quick. So you mentioned being stagnant, and you listen. We all had this selective hearing when he's telling us something, and we hear it, but we're not really listening to what he tells us. So why were you in that stagnant time frame during that point?
I was just complacent. I was selling real estate. I was still working at the school. I had kind of gotten away from the word a little bit.
Okay.
From the word? Did you say the word?
Word.
Yeah,
gotcha.
word.
I had a word. I was so in my own little, you know, and I think that God kept telling me to move, but I wouldn't move. Like God speaks to me, and sometimes I'm like, what'd you say, God? I'm like, God, you got to just put it in front of me. And then he hit me inside the head and be like, it's right here, stupid. Right. So I have to listen. And I think sometimes my life was meant to elevate. And had I stayed in that house, I wouldn't be where I am today. My business wouldn't be where it is. My mind frame wouldn't be where, I mean, that fire changed my outlook on life. Like not just on that situation, on life. like had away from dying. Like if my son hadn't went downstairs, or had he not even woke me up in time, like who knows what would have happened, you know?
Right.
Life changing.
Absolutely. You know, you talk about faith a lot. You know, is this something that's new for you in your life? Have you always grown up with some type of belief system? How pivotal has the faith been in your life?
Oh, I've had faith since I was, I grew up in the church. My mom was a minister, so I've always had faith. I didn't know how to utilize it until I got older. You hear about it when you're younger. Have faith. Oh, faith. But when you're older and you hone in, let me tell you, faith will get you through it.
Wow.
And it's unwavering faith. It's not just I have faith that this will happen. I have faith. I'm a huge believer of manifestations, but I believe that if you have faith, unwavering faith, it's gonna come to you.
It's gonna come.
I promise you
that. Got you.
Good.
So let me ask you this. And so what was the thought process when you decided to become an owner of a bagel shop? Talk about that.
Have y'all been to my bagel shop and got some bagels?
I have.
I didn't know you still you still have it. Do you still own it?
Yeah.
So we're gonna have to go over there, Maurice, and get some of them bagels.
Well, I just found out because I go through people's social media to figure out what they're doing. That's why I asked my question. So go ahead. Tell us about the bagel shop.
What happened was I had a client that was looking for a house.
Yes.
And I have sold some homes to NFL players, some higher end clientele. And he was selling we were looking for a house, but then he said, hey, any of your athletes want to buy a bagel bar? Any of your clients? This is what I'm selling it for. And I was like, no. I was like, well, give me the numbers. And he gave me the numbers, and I was like, shoot, I'll buy it. And I bought it.
And you bought it. And how long you had it?
Year and a half. Wait, 2 years?
Now, are you in there often, or you got a staff?
I have staff. So I used to, when I first bought it, I was in there like once a week. So I was super excited about it, like learning the whole restaurant thing. Like, this is my baby.
Right.
So a lot of my followers came in, and our grand opening, we had over 400 people come. And it was people from all over that flew in. I mean, it was so amazing. That's on my social media. So you just got to scroll down and you'll see it. But I still have it. It's off of College Drive.
Okay.
Another one. Now listen. Now, after I bought this from my client, this joker want to open up another one in Bay Meadows. So I'm in Oak Park.
Gotcha.
But this is Bay Meadows. Don't go to that one because that's not mine. I have had clients and buyers and say, we don't see you there. I'm like, it's not mine. But then he sold it. So I don't know if that one is still open or not in Bay Meadows. But mine's is on College Drive.
Gotcha. I want to talk about this. You talk about, and I'm gonna give Melissa Ricks. You talked about Melissa being one of your mentors. We had Melissa Ricks on the show, absolutely crushing the game. She's in that top 5% as well. Now she has an offspring in you in that top 5%. That's giving a lot of credit to her. How important do you feel it is to have a mentor? And then how has that made your success go to another level?
Yep. So it's important to have a mentor. Your mentor has a mentor. I have people that I mentor.
Yep.
It's always important to have a mentor. It's always important to have a business coach. Two totally different. Wait, what was your question?
How important for you has it? That's okay. You going? We could have went wherever you wanted to go. I was gonna follow along with you because I'm listening to what you're saying. How important to you has it been to have a mentor, and then how has that played a part of your success?
So having a mentor is super important. I mean, especially when you're a new agent, you don't know stuff. You don't know anything about real estate, and having someone to just call and say, "Hey, I got a question. Hey, what do you think about this?" Now, people think that a mentor is sitting down, holding your hand with you day to day. That's not mentorship that I'm talking about, but it's having that person to call when you're in a rut, or if you feel stuck and like, okay, I'm stuck with this. What would you do? Or how can I handle this? That's my vision of a mentor. Not necessarily, someone like sitting next to you all day, and that's not a mentor.
Right.
But it was super important to me because it helped me to understand the game more from a real estate, a high producing realtor, from her, so it helped me a lot.
The next question, the back end of that is, what do you think about paying for coaching, a business success coach? Is that something that you?
I have paid thousands of dollars for a business coach. Thousands of dollars for a business coach. I don't know how much my business coach paid to tell me the information and guide me, but I paid thousands of dollars over the years for business coaching. You know, it was worth it. So do it.
That's good stuff. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Got you.
So, Maurice, you got a question?
So I was going to ask. I want to stay with the coaching piece. So what are you saying to those folks that say, "Hey, I really can't afford a coach right now"? Because coaches, they cost money. They ain't cheap now. They ain't doing no pro bono.
No.
Yeah.
So what advice you giving those folks that say, "Hey, I really,
I can't afford that.
I can't afford that." Let's keep it real. Tell them what you telling them.
Ask them if they take a payment plan.
Try to work out something.
Work out something with that coach. Hey, maybe I can pay you X amount and we structure it. You need a business coach. You need a mentor. You need a business coach. Every mentor has. Melissa Ricks has a mentor. That's Melissa Ricks.
Yeah.
But she has a mentor. So it's like everybody has a mentor. You need that. Your business coach has a business coach. Those are needed. And I think that it's necessary to even want to pay them. For someone to pour into you like that, for someone to help you elevate your business to the next level, it's going to come back to you tenfold.
Got you. So I want to ask this question from one of your followers here.
Here it is.
She asked, what's the best advice you can give to a new realtor?
I would say stay consistent and be persistent. I know being a new realtor is very, very, I'm a very unconventional thinker. Okay. So whatever your broker tells you outside of what I'm about to say, listen to your broker.
I thought you were going to say, don't listen to them. I thought
no, listen. But I just believe that it all starts building relationships. Relationships is where it starts. And I know it's very, very frustrating for new realtors because what they're looking for, business, they're looking to get business and have business. You have to put yourself in places to get that business. Calling everybody in your phone and telling them you're a new realtor. Listen, I'm gonna tell you, if I was selling my house, I am not letting my little brother help me. And he just got his real estate license. So what I did was when I got my license in 2019, nobody knew about it. Didn't know I was a realtor until 2020 when I posted my picture on social media, and they were like, "Oh my gosh, how long have you been a realtor?" I'm like, "A long time." I mean, I didn't lie. It's. I would say love on your people. Put yourself in places, not necessarily calling people. Put yourself in places to build relationships with people.
Right.
Know that you're a realtor. Anybody that knows me outside of social media, if you ask them 2 things about me, they're going to say, "Oh, she's a realtor and she loves Starbucks." I let them know that I'm a realtor. When I'm at restaurants, when I always make it my business to know and understand their name. Like if I frequent the Starbucks, which I do, I know their names. I know their kids' names. Hey, how did Jasmine do in gymnastics last week? And you know what? Those things matter. Like building those relationships, those organic and authentic relationships matter as opposed to looking on business on social media. It's going to come. But you just have to be authentic and put yourself in places to get the business. That's
good.
So let me ask further question with that. So now, as a new agent, even as a seasoned agent, how important is those 5 people that you really surround yourself with? You surround yourself with Melissa Ricks. We know it's one of the, if not the top realtor in Jacksonville. How important has those 5 people? Because they say your network is your net worth. So how important is that, and how much has that complemented your success?
A lot. The conversations are different when you're sitting at a table with people who make more, who do more, whose outlook, every level of your life that you are at, your outlook on life is different. So my outlook on life now is not the same as it was when I started real estate. Outlook on finances now is not the same as it was when I started real estate. So the people who you surround yourself with will 100% help you elevate and grow. I don't ever want to be the smartest person in the room.
Absolutely.
Put me at the table and I will be the least smartest, but I will walk away with the most information.
Absolutely.
Can you give us an example? You don't have to tell us who it is, but can you give us an example when you were sitting inside of a room, that conversation was completely different? What were y'all talking about that made you say, I'm in a totally different room now?
Okay. I was at lunch with four of us. Was it four? It was four of us. It was a sports agent. It was a ESPN exec. It was me. I think the other one was like some kind of accountant or did something with money. And the conversation about investments and that's what made me hone into real estate investing, because listening to them talk about investments, hearing how they allowed their money to how they leverage their money. It was totally different. And I was so quiet because I couldn't add to the conversation. I was just like, dang, like this is different. Their conversations are
different.
Those are high level conversations.
Absolutely.
That I more.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this. I know you got a question, Maurice. That spoke volumes for you, Edwina, because you didn't allow your ego to get in the way and try to impress.
Yeah.
You realize the room that I'm in right now, they're up here.
Yeah.
I'm just in the room right now.
Yeah.
They're the experts, and I'm going to soak in the information that they got.
Yeah.
That spoke volumes. So some folks get in a room and because of their ego, they gonna want to be the deal.
You what I'm doing? I'm like, I'm not doing nothing. I'm listening.
Right. That's good.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's good.
Gotcha.
Somebody else. I know you had a.
Yeah, I saw. I wanted to get to Diana's question.
Diana Anderson.
Yeah, he asked the question. How do you handle rejection?
Man, listen, y'all better not tell me no. Let me tell you. I went to a. Don't tell me no. Listen, if you know me, don't tell me no. So I was a couple minutes late and a little frazzled because I just left a listing presentation, right? And she's interviewing multiple realtors. But you know what? I'm gonna give you a better example.
Talk to us. Talk that talk.
Talking about buyers, because right now, you know, you have the buyers talking about the 8% interest rates. Oh, I don't know if I want to buy right now because the interest rates are 8%. I'm like, okay, well, where do you live? What are you doing? Is, you know, let's talk about your current house. Well, I'm renting. So you want to do an 8%? I just had a conversation with a guy about this today. You want an 8% interest rate or you want a 100% interest rate? Which one you want?
That's it. They don't realize that concept.
I always, with rejection, I always find a way around it. I'm just so good. That's my thing. Like when people say no, I'm like, let me find a solution real quick. And I think fast and I talk fast. Y'all know I talk fast. Y'all gonna replay this a couple times. That's up north. And so I just find a way around their rejection. Like the 8% interest rate. I'm like, why do you care about the interest? And even if you're selling a house, why do you care about the interest rate? Let's talk about your monthly payment. What do you feel comfortable with your monthly payment being? Okay, let's go find a house in our monthly payment price range. That's what we're going to do. We're not going to worry about these interest rates. Yeah.
You're trying to save them 92%. I'm trying to save you 92% interest on your money.
Ooh, I'm going to use that.
That's free. That's free right there, baby. That's free right there.
That's okay.
I'm trying to say.
So now, I do want to get back to it. So I know you kind of shift, you kind of pivot when you feel the rejection coming. So how do you handle when you can't pivot and that person's like dead set on saying no? How do you handle that?
I said I just come back.
Okay.
Like, I mean, here's the thing, if you can buy a house, I'm getting you one. And you can buy a house. I have your pre-approval. You're ready to buy a house, and the only thing is holding you is the interest rate. I'm coming back.
Yeah.
I'm like, and they laugh. They laugh at me. Like, listen, I'll slide in their DMs. You ready to buy a house? I would slide in their DM after we've had a whole phone conversation or Zoom conversation, and they laugh and be like, I'm like, let's just go look at some. Listen, I know you're nervous. I understand that, and sometimes it's easier to resonate with them because when they feel like you understand them, then they're easier. People talk to you more, like easier. It's like, I understand the interest rates are 8%. I do. Those are super high right now. But let's put together a plan to where you feel comfortable purchasing your home. And when they feel like you're on their side, which you are definitely, and then I think it's easier to get through that rejection.
That's good.
Gotcha.
What's the next steps? What's the next 3, 4, 5 years?
Years.
Yeah.
Ooh, I don't know.
Too far? What's the next 30, 60, 90 days? I don't know where you. Okay.
23 is kicking my butt right now.
Okay.
I'm like, oh my gosh, time is running. I'm all over the place. Let's see. I've been thinking about doing a team.
Okay.
Don't know yet. Haven't
Okay.
thought but too much to it. But it's just getting busy for you, girl. And
so no concept, no idea of opening your own brokerage that hasn't crossed your mind?
I can't answer that on live now.
Oh, you
I can't answer that on live.
I'm pretty sure everybody would know. Folks think. I mean, we asking questions about future plans. You know,
it's a thought.
It's a thought.
It's a possibility.
Okay.
So I want to ask this question. So, because I know we got a lot of people in here, I saw something on your social media said you're in the top 20 of realtors on social media.
Yep.
What's been the key to success of being in that top 20?
Oh, that's so good. I get that's a common question. Y'all got to be yourself. Listen, you go to my Instagram page, you will see me with my kids, selling a house, in a bikini, skating around a skating ring. People who feel like they can relate to you, I shouldn't say I am speaking for myself. If someone tells you differently, okay, but this is for me. Nobody wants to work with somebody who's just stuffy and consistently posting market stats and market and closings. And no, they want to work with people who they feel like they can relate to.
Right.
And know how to be any other way but me on social media. Like I post my closings, but my stories really tell what's going on in my daily life. So if you watch my stories, you will see what's going on in my daily life. I mean, oh my gosh, I love my followers. They will interact with my daughter on there, or they'll make comments about my son, or I mean, it's just they feel like they're part of your life. Feel like they're part of your life when they want to purchase or sell real estate. They think about you. I'm top of mind.
Yeah.
Well, real quick, you definitely have some fans on here. I'm gonna say something. You got a couple people. Keith Jackson said you definitely will be a great mentor. I guess that's what he's saying. You definitely will. Keith also said and won't let you give up.
Listen, Keith. Keith tried to leave me twice.
What?
Keith tried to leave. He said, "Hey, sis, I'm sorry, Keith. I'm gonna call you out.
Call him out now."
But let me tell you, he said, "I'm not buying a house." Got pre-approved, then he ghosted me. He came back around though. I found him.
You found him?
I found him. And you know what? A couple times he was like, "Sis, I can't. I'm not. Yes, you are. We gonna lock arms and we go into this closing."
I love it.
We had so many obstacles that came up, and half the obstacles that came up, he didn't even know about them, because as realtors, I feel like it's our job to protect our clients. Let me stress for you. That's why I'm starting to get gray hair. Stress for you. I'm not gonna tell you that your hot water heater busted.
Don't tell me you're running with some gray hairs on your head now. Don't tell me you got the gray hairs now.
My mom told me not to pluck them. I'm gonna take eyeliner and just
don't do that. Don't do that.
So if y'all see shades of black, y'all know it's eyeliner.
Victoria Dingle from La Rosa says, "This is so good. Thank you, Edwina." Angie Lawson says, "The GOAT." Nika Edwards, okay, broker. She's asking about your broker, so we're gonna skip that one. Keith Jackson said you want that you skip things. Keith Jackson said you did the obstacles. Victoria again, I love you for real. Let's love for real. Katerla, something like that. She says she's a pusher. Yeah. So you got some folk out here. You got
absolutely. So I want to ask another question. Hold on, I ain't done yet, man.
No.
Are you clapping like we done?
No, I'm giving her flowers. That's what that is.
Okay.
7 minutes.
Yeah, I'm giving her flowers. We ain't done.
Reclaim her time.
Yes, so, getting it all.
So we got a lot of ladies following you, and I know you're a big fashion lady. What are you wearing to that listing appointment? I know the stilettos are on deck. We already know that. But what are you wearing to the listing appointment?
The one I just came from, or the one that I typically go?
Just the first one you go to. Like, okay, what are you thinking? Okay, what am I going to wear?
I didn't wear this to my listing appointment. I wore a long sleeve crisscross top, and then I wore some green bottoms.
Okay.
But listen, so every time you show up, you're gonna be fashionable.
It seems simple, but it's bad. Okay.
I was gonna say, every time you show up, you're gonna be fashionable.
Yes, I'm gonna be fashionable with the stilettos. Y'all will never see me in flats unless I'm at a football game, because I used to wear heels to football games, and who knew that turf eats up the bottom of the heel?
Yes.
So I was always having to take my heels to a cobbler. So I started wearing sneakers.
Yeah. Paris Hurley says she's a hustler, baby.
Ooh, hey Paris. Paris.
Hey, you got some love up in here, boy. Got some love up in here. Good stuff. Good stuff.
Y'all all meet me at Starbucks tomorrow morning at 9.
Y'all heard that?
DM me. Go to Starbucks. I'm gonna use Chris and Maurice's business card, but we're gonna go to Starbucks. Real Talk and Real Estate gonna pay for it.
Yeah, go in and tell them Real Talk and Real. Listen, we ain't even saying Starbucks name no more unless they give us a sponsorship on it.
We ain't getting no sponsorship. Yeah, like you tripping.
I looking at buying a Starbucks. It's too expensive. I just got stock in Starbucks. So
hey, we get checks around here. We ain't saying their name. Let's give us a check.
We don't promote nothing. We ain't getting no check for.
Yes, sir. Okay. Yes, sir. So what's okay? Go ahead, Maurice. You got one?
No, go ahead.
So we talk about all the stuff that's going on here in Jacksonville. Talk about the real estate market. How do you, with everything that's going on, the interest rates, the housing market, people buying, people not buying, how do you maintain a positive mental mindset, the fortitude to keep moving forward? How do you do it?
You got to have days to yourself where you rest and reset. I have days where you might not, like, was it yesterday? Like, it's certain days I'm not on social media. I'm resting and resetting.
Okay.
Okay. Because I can't always be positive. I can't always. I'm human. So I rest and reset, and then I hit it again. So the interest rates are really a killer. But honestly, I've had so much success with converting buyers with the interest rates. I've had so much success in that. So it's not really. I mean, I've had like one or two on the fence, but they'll be back. For me, it's just resting and resetting and having that positive mind. Like, you have to know that's where that faith comes in. And again, that's where, okay, well, I didn't get this one or this didn't happen, but it's coming. That's where faith. You just got to shift your mindset and have that unwavering faith. And you got to know that it's coming. That's the secret, is to know that it's coming.
Gotcha. The manifestation. Gotcha. For me, Maurice, if you jump in, I know, because I am a grinder and I work very, very hard. For me, it's hard sometimes to shut down. I have to mentally make myself like shut down. Like, you're not going to do nothing today. Like, today is your day. How do you, what do you do on your days off like that to really get in the mindset to reset? What do you do?
So I have to reset almost every night. But I have days where I just I'm still doing real estate in the background. If something comes, but if there's nothing on my calendar and I just need a day, I'm like, I just need a day. But typically before I go to bed, actually, it just died. So before I go to bed, I have my little tablet, and it's almost like I dump everything on there. It's like a brain dump. So I'm dumping everything on my tablet that's in my mind. And it's me getting this out of my mind and onto the tablet. And then I'm putting a to-do list of everything that I need to do tomorrow that possibly may not have made it to my calendar, because I can be on a call, get a text, and I'm just putting everything down there. And then I'm just sitting in silence. And when your mind, like you said, Chris, it's just going. When you sit in silence and you calm your thoughts, it helps you to just get into a different place to be able to rest, because I will be up all night thinking about, did I lock the door? Did I look key in the lockbox? Did I call that listing agent back? So I have to, digress right before I go to bed, and it helps me a lot. Now, there are days where I just need a physical reset, and I'll get a massage, go to a spa, sit and read. Reading by water and listening to the waves.
Talking about language.
It does a lot for my mental. So I just find ways where I have to, reset.
So now I want to ask a question. So now, so in this current market we're in, we talked about the struggles that we're having as realtors. Some of us are having, let's just be real. The market's kind of having a challenge for everybody. So now with that going on, how are you, one, staying focused, and two, you mentioned consistency, mindset. How are you making sure that you block out everything else that's going to interrupt you. You know, I'm trying to give you some leads. I'm trying to sell you this. I'm trying to sell you that. Like all these people just continually come at us as realtors. How do you able to block that out and stay focused on what you have at hand?
I had to start muting some of those groups I was in. You know, the mastermind groups, the realist lab. Yeah. I had to start muting some of those. And I don't watch the news. I stopped watching the news because it gives me anxiety. I'm like, I think I got COVID because I'm coughing. Yeah. Right. March of 23. So I had to stop watching. I mean, I'm pretty sure if it's something serious, we'll hear about it somehow. Absolutely. But I just had to stop letting the outlets, the media, it's always the media outlets. People don't call me and talk to me about interest rates or things like that. Or what's going on in the market. I don't get those calls, but I am a part of groups that just consistently regurgitate it over and over and over again. So I said, you know how sometimes you have to unsubscribe from like shopping sites so they stop sending you ads. I have to mute those. I have to mute those groups and get focused. I journal a lot as well. So I journal my thoughts because I feel like if you see your thoughts on paper, you get them out of your mind and then they just help you bring more things in. So I just think that if you do whatever method works for you, it'll help you to silence that noise.
I love it. I love it.
One last question before you go. So now you talked about faith. You talk about a lot of things you're doing. Are you a believer in affirmations?
100. Listen, let me tell you. I would take on my bathroom every morning. I'm brushing my teeth. My daughter's brushing her teeth, and we are reading our affirmations. I believe affirmation, manifestation. Y'all will see me on my social media with my sage and crystals. I'm charging my crystals under the moon. Like that's just it's my thing. So I believe in affirmations. I believe speaking life into yourself. And some people will look at it as though, you know, it's similar to, it's like, who doesn't want to speak life into themselves? So why not do affirmation? You know?
Yeah.
So that's a controversial topic. I hope y'all know that.
It is a controversial. I was about to say that now.
It's a controversial topic because I was on my story and I was like Sunday morning saging and someone they commented and was like, "Don't you believe in God?" I was like, "Crystal, shut up."
That's a whole nother podcast episode.
That is a whole nother podcast.
A whole nother podcast episode.
Yeah. People, it's a controversial topic. I love my God. Everybody that knows me knows I love my God. But I'm saying my affirmations and I'm staging my house. So.
Just in case he didn't hear you on the first time, I don't know.
House.
We gotta do another episode, man. This has been real good. This has been real good.
Absolutely.
We probably got more questions that we can probably go into too. So
yes,
we gotta bring you onto the show for part 2.
Yes, absolutely.
Part 2.
Absolutely. So now, Edwina, can you give us like your final thoughts? Wrap us up with the podcast.
Go ahead and talk to the people.
Talk to the people. First of all, I love you guys. And for all of the realtors out there, y'all call me anytime if you guys have questions, but be persistent and stay consistent and have faith. When I tell you faith has saved my life, it has saved my business, but it's unwavering faith. And that's the key to it. It's having like you know, without a shadow of a doubt that it's going to happen.
Absolutely.
I'm getting a buyer. I got a buyer coming. I don't know when he's coming, and I'm ready for him because I've been doing all the work to be able to help that buyer and prepare that buyer for the next steps. So just want to leave you guys with that. Yeah, I love y'all. Y'all can call me anytime, DM me anytime. And y'all meet me at Starbucks tomorrow. I'm so serious. 9:30. Meet me at Starbucks.
Absolutely.
9:30. She said 9:30. Shucks.
9:30 at Starbucks on Old St. Augustine Road. Let's talk some more.
Absolutely. So before we wrap up, let me pay some bills really quick. We're gonna wrap up the show.
Let's pay some bills.
Hi, I'm Linda Garcia with Mortgages by Linda. We have over 21 years of experience in the mortgage industry, and we work with 15 different wholesale lenders to get you the lowest interest rates. We provide excellent customer service and look forward to helping you with your mortgage.
So that was Mortgages by Linda. You can share 1877 Team MBL. She also said she knew you very well. I guess you guys are good friends. She knows you.
Love Linda. Linda is phenomenal people. So call her.
Absolutely.
Y'all hear that? One of the top real estate agents in Jacksonville is telling y'all to go to use Linda.
Or use Linda.
Success leaves clues.
Linda's the clue.
Success leaves clues. Absolutely. Go do it. Well, listen, Edwina, we really appreciate you gracing us, gracing our show with your presence. We don't take it lightly. You know, you came, you dropped the jewels, you dropped the nuggets, the gems, you did your thing. And I know you was kind of nervous at front. You was like, what we talking about? No, it ain't scripted.
Absolutely.
Nothing.
And even though you made me ask you 3 or 4 times to be on the show, I had to be persistent.
Got the result you wanted. Look at that.
Yeah, persistence. Yeah, consistent persistence. I love it. I love it.
Yes.
And so we are so glad that you came on the show and did what you did.
Yes,
you don't take it lightly. So thank you again. Thank you.
Thank you.
If there's anything that we can do to help you in your business, anything you need from us, from a support system, don't hesitate. Reach out to us, and we there. We got you. We got your back 100%.
All right. I appreciate you guys.
So listen, guys. Maurice, you want to drop some stuff and tell us what we got going on?
So one more thing, we got the happy hour, the Real Talking Real Estate happy hour, AI tools to grow your business tomorrow. Silverleaf, Oak Grove. We've partnered with David Weekly. They're allowing us to use their Oak Grove model to do the happy hour. They got free beer, free wine. We definitely got food on deck. And like I said before, we got a surprise for everybody. So definitely make sure you come out tomorrow from 2:30 to 5:30. Yep, 2:30 to 5:30 out in St. Augustine and Silverleaf.
That's what's up. I think that's the only thing we got going on this week, right? That's the only thing.
That's all we got going on this week. We got some more stuff coming up next week.
Next week, we got some more stuff coming. So listen, tune in every single week, Tuesday night from 6 to 7. What we bring you the top real estate agents across the country, man. And, you know, right now we're focusing on Jacksonville and Duval County, Clay County, you know, all of Florida, but you know, we haven't even launched out into other cities yet. So we're gonna be bringing you the top quality agents, bringing you that raw, pure, authentic, just rawness, and telling you exactly what they did to get it done. And so,
straight no chaser.
And so see you guys back here next week, next Tuesday, 6 to 7. Real Talking Real Estate. I'm Chris Allen. I got my man Maurice Murphy. They call him the bearded one, right? And got my homegirl down at the bottom, Edwina Burch. And we love you guys. Stay tuned each and every week. Don't talk about it. Be about it. We out. Peace.